Oh, you naughty, naughty people. You want to hear all of the salacious details of my second clothing optional experience on Fire Island, do you? I see you all out there. Okay, well, you now joined the Patreon, so I'm going to reveal all the sensational details because I'm now behind a paywall. And if any of you decide to record this and put it out on social media, I'm going to be very upset with you. Okay, I'm giving a little I can't wink, but I would wink there because all press is good press. Okay. So Julian is the owner of the Belvedere. I just want to shout him out because he's just such a wonderful presence. Julian, I love you. You're so amazing. You really I've gained such a respect for what you do at the Belvedere, and everyone who works there is just an empowering presence, in my opinion. So when I'm talking about my empowering hot boy summer, Julian, you're part of that metric of how I've gotten to this empowering stage. This was my second time at the Belvedere. The first time happened in September of 2022. It was my 30th birthday. I stayed for a week. It was my first time staying over on Fire Island. Everything else were just day trips. I only live 25 minutes from the ferry to Fire Island. I'm very lucky. But staying over, there's nothing like waking up to the nature, to everyone I get to meet who they run the restaurants. They're the barista at the Ice Palace. I think his name is Steve. I hope it's Steve. He's just so sweet. And walking to the beach, running through the meat rack to the Pines. I love my runs from Cherry Grove to the Pines. And if anyone out there knows, I'm a huge beach lover. I'm torn between the beach and Manhattan. I'm basically like, I'm in the in between. That's why Long Island is such a great place for me. So, and Jersey too. I don't want to put you down, Jersey. I grew up in Jersey. I love Jersey. For me, I always say Jersey has everything. It has Jersey Shore, it has Manhattan, it has Philadelphia. Um, Long Island, Jersey, you can't beat them. And if anyone out there wants to argue with me, go ahead. Go ahead and argue which state that you live in you think yours is better than mine. I'll measure Long Island with your state any day. Okay, that's the kind of like who has the biggest dick contest. I'm not going to play that with you all right now. Even though I'm behind the paywall, this is not my OnlyFans. Some of you have reached out to me and said you want to join my OnlyFans because you've seen pictures of my butt. I've thought about starting an OnlyFans. I actually have an OnlyFans because I learned from Rachel Yucatel, you need to create your OnlyFans account to make sure that no one takes your name. And no one is going to take my OnlyFans name. No one is taking Dr. Andrew Rimby away from me. Okay. You're not taking my name. So I have it just in case. I don't know if I'm going to create my OnlyFans. If I did, I would have some very tasteful butt pictures of me on the beach and other um boudoir 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 poses. Um and I have friends who are photographers, so I would connect with you. But right now, my OnlyFans is not active. If I get a lot of demand, hey, not saying never. It's just like what I say. If a production company wanted me to be on a reality TV show, I'm not hanging up the phone. I'm listening. Okay. That's one of my lessons though about my hot boy summer is letting the universe the into this intuitive spirit of letting the universe guide me, of knowing what's right for me to grow and what just hasn't worked for me. There are some things right now in my life I've just had to put up boundaries. The energy was toxic or it wasn't letting me thrive. And I can't have that right now. I need to be in a supportive environment and community. So back to Julian. Okay, so I'm back at the Belvedere in June. Last week of June, I went to the Belvedere. Again, met some really great guys who I still keep in touch with. And for all of you out there, what happens basically is um you're introduced to a special room. Every room has its name. Some rooms have a private, what would I call it? Porch? Yes, private porch or patio. I had a patio that was shared, but it was wonderful. I got along really well with my neighbor. And what you find is because they are all queer men, um, you really get the mask falls away because I feel that you don't have to hide aspects of yourself. You all know that you're coming into a community that accepts you. And I know all of you out there could say, oh, but Andrew, gay men are judgy, or, queer men, um, they're gossipy. Everyone is gossipy, okay? I'm gossipy. I'm not denying that. But there's something about being in a space where you all feel validated and you don't have to prove yourself to the straight community. That's what I mean. So that's number one of what's so empowering about the Belvedere. So I get introduced to my room. It is so pretty. I had a couch in there. I always like to have a couch in my room at the Belvedere. It's my second time, but I'm always demanding that anytime that I go back to the Belvedere. I need a couch just in case one of my friends comes over, one of my queer male friends, they want to come over and crash. They can. Okay. So there's so many views of the bay because you're right on the Great South Bay, the view of the Belvedere. So you can see the ferries come into Cherry Grove. Because I was finishing my dissertation, I would wake up, go for a run. Well, get my coffee first. I always need my coffee. I'm a person who needs the coffee right away. Get my coffee from the Ice Palace, go for a run, and then I was lucky the weather was beautiful. I would go to the different balconies. There's a balcony all the way at the top at the roof. Um, a roof deck. I guess it is a roof deck. And it's called the game room that leads out to the balcony. Yes, there are some men who are cruising there, and it was very exciting. I was actually writing about cruising in Whitman's poetry. I'm like, okay, in Calamus, um, these men are giving each other a gaze and a look, and they definitely want to initiate sex with each other. And then I would see men gazing at each other and even giving me a look. And I'm like, huh, Whitman's poetry is reflecting real life right now. Hi, this is Dr. Andrew Rimby, the host and director of the Ivory Tower Boiler Room. I hope you're enjoying what you're watching on the Ivory Tower Boiler Room. So to watch the rest of the episode, head to our Patreon. It is patreon.com/ Ivory Tower Boiler Room. That's Ivory Tower Boiler Room. And you can watch the rest of the episode on our $5 a month membership called ITBR Student, or join the ITBR Professor membership. It's only $10 a month. You get access to all of our videos. You get access to both of our book clubs, the Ivory Tower Boiler Room and the True Crime and Academia book club. Plus, you unlock all of our other episodes. So at the ITBR Student, you only get access to our weekly interviews and the True Crime and Academia episodes. For $10 a month, you get access to our ITBR rewatches, our Teaches series, and True Crime and Academia rewatches and Teaches series, plus the book clubs. Okay, can't wait to see you all on Patreon. And just a reminder, I also offer consultation services. It is $30 for your initial consultation. You get a 1 hour private Zoom with me, and I will help you whether you want to create your own podcast and or media brand, you want to navigate academia as an undergrad or grad student, you need help with technology as it relates to teaching or media, do you want to expand your social media presence as an artist, writer, podcaster, or academic, or even crafting your public humanities identity, I will help you with my consultation services. You can also find that on Patreon as well. Okay. Thank you all for watching and for supporting the Ivory Tower Boiler Room. Bye.